Hey, everybody, it's Terry, Nashville Fit, and today I'm with my good buddy, Jeff Black. And Jeff, where are we today?
We are at the very clean and prestigious
You can't beat me to it.
Strength and Conditioning. Of course I'm going to beat you to it. We're located next to the beautiful community of Donaldson, about 7 minutes east of the airport in the quaint suburb of Hermitage.
And unlike most gyms in Nashville, this one doesn't smell like broken dreams and disappointment.
You mean like Broadway?
You said it.
Oh, wow.
You said it, I didn't.
We're fire today, TikTok.
We're here all week, guys.
We're fire.
No, before we get into why I'm actually here, outside of your clean gym, tell everybody, you just dropped a book. Give a quick book plug. Here's your chance.
Oh, well, thank you. So I just dropped my book on Amazon. It's Brittle To Unbreakable, My Journey to Redefine Suffering. I was born with a brittle bone disease known as osteogenesis imperfecta. And I had to go through a lot of surgeries after a devastating skateboard accident to learn to walk again. I ended up getting into bodybuilding and ultimately into fitness, and discussed openly, like I was telling a client earlier, it's more of a conversation, like it's very raw. It's like a therapy session almost. But I talk about, I think, what most people struggle with that they don't often tell others. And I decided to write it out very clearly about my struggles with God, my struggles with faith, my struggles with who I was, what I went through. And that medicines today wasn't working for me, and ultimately led me to microdosing psychedelics. And I talk about how hard that was on me. And I talked about just a lot of things I went through in that book. And so far, so good. But if you guys are interested and would like to support a Nashville author, I would love for it. You guys can find it on Amazon. You guys can see some reviews. I've been very fortunate to get some, and I really appreciate you plugging that, man. Thank you.
Well, it's a great book. And the overarching story there is how you've overcome this this disease, and you are now an authority in the space of fitness here in Nashville.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's no small feat. So congrats on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Congrats on what you built. And that brings up this passion that you have for improving the industry as a whole. We share this in common.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough to come on your podcast, talk a little bit about it. You've come on our podcast and shared your story.
Correct.
We got some big ideas for some other things in the future. But we're working on something right now, and it's coming down the pike here with the Music City Fit Expo. You've put together something for the expo. Why don't you talk about that?
So a lot of people who've known me before and followed me know that I'm real big on education. I think it is the one thing that your clients should never leave you for if you're a personal trainer or a coach. I don't think that you should get into this industry unless you're willing to educate someone for the problems they have.
Sure.
And what we're finding today is, if you're a coach, the messaging I find when I talk to other coaches seems to be very confusing. Who do you trust? What makes sense? And most importantly, like, what are topics that might benefit me into the future? Because oftentimes we're just thinking about what's in the present. And as a business owner, which all coaches are, you should be thinking about the present. So with your help and your encouragement, I was able to get a great ticket of speakers together on Friday, May 30th here in Nashville, Tennessee at the Nashville Fit Expo. We're going to have that tickets, it's like $170 something for a whole day's events, along with a Q&A panel at the end. I actually was going to go over some of the topics. Is there anything you want to say on that, real quick?
I just think, get ready to go. But I think that it shares our passion of educating personal trainers and improving the overall standard of the industry.
Correct.
And that's the key thing I want you to take away. So this is for trainers out there, or if you're a client out there and you're like, well, my trainer needs this might be for them too, so feel free to share it. But yeah, Music City Fit Expo, May 30th. Talk about some topics.
Okay, so we have John Gorman, and he actually had a physique podcast back in the day, but he's talking on advanced physique enhancement tactics. So anyone who's trying to help get competitors ready. His wife is actually, I think, number 20 in the country in CrossFit, getting ready to do something. So he's got a lot of variation in his topics in terms of what that will look like. Jason Theobald is doing GLP-1s, and those are huge in today's thing, but he's most importantly talking about how to use it with gym pop people, because that is a huge thing we're starting to see at our gym, is people who've been on this medicine or people who are currently on it. They don't want to be on it forever, right? No one's taking a needle forever.
No.
So we're going to talk about that, how you can kind of do that nutritionally. Nick Ross, he's a well-known sales guy. He's going to talk about how you can properly sell your clients and overcome objections. I think Terry will agree with me on this. Most things coaches have a hard time with is growing their business.
100%.
And you have to learn how to sell who you are. And that was hard for me when I first came in the industry 20 years ago. I just wanted people to look at me like, he knows what he's doing, I'll hire him. It doesn't work that way. So we have Nick coming to talk on that. Whitney Weiser.
I love this.
She is,
I love this.
well, she's the vice chair for the state of Tennessee for MPC.
Yeah.
She's got her show going on Saturday,
Yep.
right? The Natural Titans bodybuilding show. She's going to be talking about how the physique sports is actually even judged. So she's a national judge. She judges NPC, IFBB, pro herself. So she's going to give you the best idea you have as a coach on how to properly get your clients ready for a show. And I know as a coach who gets males ready for contests, it's helpful to know what the judges are looking for in those shows.
Absolutely.
So definitely have someone with her wisdom up there and her experience. You don't want to miss that. Vince Pitstick. So Vince is unconventional. I call him a disruptor if I've ever called anybody a disruptor. He actually was one of the people who kind of talked about Dr. Victor Longo's fasting in the 3 days and the immune system. So he's going to be talking about optimizing longevity and preventing disease.
Dang.
So it's going to be Vince is cool, man. He knows his stuff.
Let's go.
He actually owns Metabolic Mentor University, New Ethics Formulations, who's going to be at the expo too.
Right.
He's co-owner along with Jason, so they'll be at the booth. So they'll be available to ask questions too. But he's got some awesome content. And then you have Jay Campbell. And this is the guy who's known on social media. Everybody's talking about him and Hunter Lawrence. He does the podcast with Hunter Lawrence. Jay Campbell is doing a whole seminar on a master class of peptides. That is the hottest thing going on right now.
It is.
Is it SLUPP? Is it retatrutide? Is it Ozempic? Is it this? Is it that? He's going to cover which ones you want to do, for what and why. And I can tell you that even gym pop people and your competitive people in the gym, your weekend warriors, want to learn how to do this stuff. And then last but not least, every coach desires to make a good living as a personal trainer and a coach.
Very true.
Jason Phillips of National Coaching Institute, NCI. He is going to be talking to all the coaches about how to get to your first $10,000 as a coach. That is usually the make it or break it for most coaches. If they can get to kind of like where they're making 10K pretty consistently, they're going to be very successful. And he's going to talk to you guys about the strategy to do that. He's well known for how he writes his copy and his marketing. And that's something that, again, goes back to sales. Again, goes back, if you look at the GLP-1, all these things that you guys are in this ecosystem that we put together on this ticket is going to help enhance your business, because you're going to be able to sell and help these clients from so many perspectives. If you guys go through the grocery store, how many people do you see that need you? I see at least 100 when I walk through. You can have a conversation with them about what's in their grocery cart. You can take what you learned from this seminar and be able to help more people. And that's what we need to be able to kind of do out there in the community to get the impact we want to see.
So, if you don't want to be a victim of a transitory occupation known as personal training, hear me when I say this. You must invest in your business. You must invest in your education. That's a holistic ticket.
That is a holistic ticket.
Like, that's a great span of speakers that can actually help you go from just being a good coach, because there's no doubt that you probably are,
Yes.
to an excellent business owner. And that's what we care about.
Yep.
Like, that's what we want to see. Our goal with Nashville Fit, with Music City Fit Expo, and all of our endeavors in the future, and I know Jeff shares this, is for you to win. We want you to win, because when you win, people get healthier.
Correct.
And the state changes. The state of the state changes, right? And we can make Middle Tennessee a healthier place. So I am pumped for this.
Dude, I am too.
I'm very excited, and this is the first of many things that Jeff and I hope to do together. 100%. Tell them how they can get signed up.
So if you guys go to the Music City Fit Expo, you guys will be able to get it on there, correct? So it's musicfitexpo2024.com.
Nope, just musiccityfitexpo.com.
Oh, you managed to get exchanged? Hell
yeah, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Come
Okay.
on.
So Music City Fit Expo, underneath that in the event selection, it is going to be the seminar. You also get a general admission wristband. So that will save you some money for the event as well. So be sure to come check it out. If you guys got any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. I'm Jeff Unbreakable Black on Instagram. My email is jeff@jeffunbreakableblack.com. No questions too much to ask. I want to see as many people as I can there to really change Nashville for the better.
And if you have a terrible time with remembering all that he just said, it's below this video. And if you're watching on TikTok, it's in the bio. So go take care of business.
100%.
And come take care of your business. I didn't mean for that to work so well.
No, it worked really well, actually, now that you think
I
about it.
should do this for a living.
No, we should do it more just off the cuff like we are right now. Yeah, we could really roll it. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, at next point, we're just going to have to get like a little kiddie pool out here. We can just sit in it, load up some water, beautiful sun ray in front of the bench press. What else can you
Yes,
do?
I really feel like there's a variety show coming your way. All right, guys. When you get a second, go find Jeff on social media. Go check out his book, and make sure you get your tickets. Link is below or in bio for TikTok. We'll see you guys on the next one. Say bye, Jeff.
Guys, look forward to seeing you all there. Come support it.
Here in Nashville for the 7th Country Music Marathon and Half Marathon. I think it says a lot about the city of Nashville, what it has to offer.